Howdy folks, and welcome back once again to Far Cry 6 Greek Wildlands with the mighty Mr. Bojangles. Now, in the last episode, we completed the family storyline. In fact, we completed it more than once, showing multiple different outcomes, but there are actually 4 or 5 potential different outcomes. We showed you the best possible outcome, and one of the ones that wasn't quite so good. But the family plotline was one of 3 major plotlines running throughout the whole story. We still have the whole matter of sealing off Atlantis for our real father, Pythagoras, and then there's the not quite so small matter of the Cult of Kosmos. Not all of their members have received the good stabbings that they so richly deserve. And so today, we're on the trail of more cultists. Jingles, those look an awful lot like Spartans to me. Yeah, about that. We received a tip-off that one of the cultists can be flushed out into the open if you provoke a conquest battle in the province of Achaia, which is why we're here in Beluros Fortress, in the province of Achaia, killing everybody and setting fire to everything that will burn, as well as assassinating the national leader. This, of course, is going to lower the nation power of the province to the level where the Athenian forces will feel comfortable about attacking and trying to take over. And it's during the conquest battle, which I should be able to trigger if I just burn that last stockpile. Bingo, there we go. Achaia is now vulnerable. So, I'm off to fight for Athens. What? I'm a mercenary. Although technically I'm doing this one for free. At this point in the game, there aren't actually that many of the cultists left alive. And tracking down the remainder is proving to be interesting. Although, not so much in the case of this guy, even though he hasn't actually appeared yet. His name is Pallas the Silencer. And I actually got the tip leading to this guy's location and how to unmask him much earlier on in the game. The only problem is that Achaia is quite a high-level province. Pallas the Silencer himself is level 50, and it would have been absolutely suicidal to try to take him on at the point where I got the information that was going to allow me to at least attempt it. But now I'm level 50. And if I kill enough of these Spartans, he's going to appear and attempt to do something about it. Other than that, it's a fairly straightforward conquest battle. Although I can't help but feel a little disappointed. I mean, the conquest battle mechanic is a really cool idea, and it does work well, but this is not how Greek battles were fought. Surely everybody should be lined up, shoulder to shoulder, in a spear phalanx. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, whatever. It's a minor point. Oh, here he is. Come and take it. Here he comes. Right. Dodged. Nice. Yeah, the conquest battles. This is not how Greek armies fought. I mean, I've got no doubt that on occasion Greek battles did degenerate into exactly this kind of rough melee free-for-all brawl. But the point is, they would have degenerated into this kind of brawl. They would have started out with the troops lined up in phalanx formation, interlocking shields, spears to the front, and would have only degenerated into this kind of situation when things were going very, very badly indeed, when all kind of unit cohesion had been lost, command and control had become ineffective, and one side was basically fighting for its life. However, the rest of the game is so historically authentic and filled with such historical accuracy. I mean, yeah, I know certain elements of the game are complete bullshit and fantasy, but on the whole, I'm so impressed with the way they've taken actual historical people and events and woven them. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, we got him. Although we're not going to be able to confirm the kill and loot the body until the battle has been completed. And there's the Amazonian circlet. That's the final piece that I was missing for the Amazon set. So, hey, go on, Icarus, get stuck in. Good birdie. But yes, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Pallas the Silencer. I am so impressed with how they've taken real-life historical events and people and woven them into the narrative of the game. So impressed that I'm prepared to forgive them the slightly shonky and in no way historically authentic Conquest Battles. I've got no doubt that they probably tried, at least at first, thought, hey, this Conquest Battle mechanic's a really cool idea. You lower the leadership power of a nation, you trigger a Conquest Battle, and then you join the battle yourself as a member of one of the two armies. Fantastic. How's that going to work then? Well, you know, classical Greek military tactics, everybody lines up, interlocks shields, presents the spears, and advances toward the enemy. Yeah, but what's the player going to do? Well, you know, they'll join the ranks. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. It's a bit boring, really, isn't it? Yeah. Screw it, we'll just have a melee. It kind of makes sense. And these battles are fun. So, like I said, I'm prepared to let them get away with this one. Now, at the moment, we've got a massive advantage against the Spartans, but the blue bar at the top of the screen, these Athenians are starting to buckle. I'm going to have to kill a captain. You'll do. Oh, hang on. No, we've definitely got this. Yeah, the Spartans are really starting to crumble now. You can hear them yelling, "We're done for." That's it. I think we're done. Yep, defeat is indeed upon you. Let's see if we can grab a few more kills while they're all running away. He'll do. No. Ah well. A win's a win. I'm not complaining. Killed Pallas the Silencer, 38 soldiers and 5 captains. But the real reason we're here is for Pallas the Silencer, so hopefully his body's going to be on the battlefield somewhere. And this was the last member of the Heroes of the Cult. So that's another quest complete. Then again, I'm not entirely sure I do have to actually find and loot his body. No, there it is, the Amazonian Circlet. Hooray! The final piece of the Wonder Woman set. Put the whole set together and you not only look like Wonder Woman, but you gain 2% leech. 2% of the damage that you've done is returned as health. It is an incredibly nice set. Actually, speaking of the sets, let's take a look at some of the others. This is the Arena Fighter set, which, as the name would suggest, you win from fighting and winning in the arena. Then there's the Athenian War Hero Set, which gives you all kinds of nice bonuses when you're stabbing Spartans. The Master Artemis set, which you get from hunting and killing legendary creatures and completing the Daughters of Artemis questline, comes with tattoos at no extra cost and gives huge bonuses when fighting beasts. The Pirate set, mostly gained from killing the naval members of the Cult of Kosmos and gives huge bonuses to assassin abilities. The Agamemnon set, named after the Mycenaean king, who led the combined armies of Greece against Troy in the Trojan War. With a slightly more Persian theme, we have the Immortal set, so named because if you die while wearing it, you immediately come back to life with 100% health, although there is a cooldown. The first piece of legendary gear you're likely to get your hands on will be one of the pieces of this, the Snake set, gained from killing Greek Ian McShane all the way back in the opening chapters of the game, but when upgraded, still very good for dealing assassin and poison damage. One of my favourite looking armour sets in the game, the Spartan War Hero Set. Like the Athenian War Hero Set, but for Spartans. The breastplate of Jason, the bracers of Theseus, the sandals of Atalanta, the circlet of Perseus, and the waistband of Hippolyta go together to make up the Greek Hero Set. Then there are a couple of sets that you can only purchase with either Ubisoft coins or the in-game premium currency, such as the Spartan Renegade Set, the ridiculously fancy and very pretty Pegasus set, and the Nemean Lion set. I'm saving the best for last, however, because there's one other set that you don't just get from killing cultists or through spending money in the premium shop, and it is an absolute bugger to track down, because the individual parts of the set only seem to be contained in treasure chests scattered across the Greek world, and some of those treasure chests are only accessible at the end of extremely long quest lines, and this is the Pilgrim Set, and the reason I like it is because it's probably the most Assassin's Creed-y looking set of them all. There is, however, one final incomplete legendary armour set. At this point in the game, I have all of the pieces of the Demigod set except for the Circlet. The Demigod set is the armour set that your brother Deimos was wearing, although you only get one piece of the set from him, and the others come from other heroes of the cult. The final piece is held by the overall leader of the cult, the Ghost of Kosmos, and the only way to unmask him or her is to kill every other surviving member of the cult until they all cough up the clues that you need to unveil the leader. And so after many highly enjoyable hours of stabbing my way across Greece, there's only one cultist left standing between me and the Ghost of Kosmos. I don't anticipate this fight being too much of a challenge. The amount of assassination damage that I'm doing at the moment is frankly disgusting. Just watch. There you go. Critical assassination. Best skill ever. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Oh. She has a couple of tricks up her sleeve. There's the parry. I do need to be careful not to kick her off the edge of the cliff because I'm going to have to recover loot and clues from the body afterwards. And I really don't want to have to go and swimming after her.
You'll be dead soon.
Yeah, one of us will. And it ain't gonna be me. Right, this is it. The moment of truth. Do you remember all the way back when we first arrived in Athens at the party at Pericles' house, I said that 2 people present at that party were members of the cult of Kosmos. One of them was one of the Greek playwrights. I forget his name, but we assassinated him almost immediately afterwards. But it's not until now that we learn the identity of the other one. Here we go. You ready for this? I should have a drum roll or something. The Ghost of Kosmos is...
The future belongs to us now.
Aspasia.
Old gods and new be praised.
I genuinely never saw that coming. This was an actual surprise. The dirty bitch. I thought she was one of the good guys. Well, she was obviously pursuing her own agenda, but her aims at least appeared to coincide with ours. But nope, she was stringing us along the whole time. Well, she's going to have to get a damn good stabbing as well now, isn't she? Question is, where is she? With one cultist left alive, it was time for Cassandra to fulfill her vow. Enter the cult of Kosmos' lair. Aha! So, we're going back to the Oracle at Delphi, or more precisely the caves underneath the Oracle at Delphi. Although before I forget, there is just one little thing that I need to do first, because don't forget, every time you kill a cultist, you get an artifact fragment, and the artifact fragments, now that I have all of them, can be used to get the final upgrade to the Spear of Leonidas. And it's been a long time since I upgraded the spear, because this final upgrade requires artifacts from 21 dead cultists. And here we go.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
The spear was badass before, but it's absolutely ridiculous now. And it looks... well, it doesn't look particularly broken anymore either. Well, let's check it out and see what sort of benefits we get from it, because they're pretty substantial. I get 10% of my health for each point of adrenaline that I spend. My maximum adrenaline segments are now 8. I can take rank 3 abilities, and I'm now at a second melee ability wheel. So, I'm pretty hard to kill. But I know who isn't, or shouldn't be. That bitch Aspasia.
Cassandra, it was never supposed to be like this. Decades ago, a group of people gathered together to uphold a theory which they believed could control the universe. That the world functioned in equal parts, order and disorder. But some fell lovingly into the wicked arms of chaos, and the cult of Kosmos was born. They abused their power, casting the Greek world into eternal war. One you were created to stop. In destroying the cult, you have done what I could not. You are a hero, but this imbalance comes with a price, my child. For without chaos, there is supreme order, a loss of progression and freedom. But there is still hope. Hope in you. Hope in the future you will bring. We must fix the mistakes of the past. Use the staff. Repair the rift in the universe. The world depends on you, Cassandra. You need to be the hero again.
Whatever you say, Dad. But where's Aspasia?
So, you've seen it too then.
Well, speak of the devil.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
What are you doing here?
You killed the last member of the cult. Well, just about.
What?
It's true. I was their leader, but only for a moment it seemed. When your brother came along, it changed everything we were aiming for.
You agreed with them? The fucking cult?
The powers that be in the Greek world weren't doing things the right way. The cult just wanted a clean slate.
By way of corruption? Dirty drachmi? They killed people in a war they made themselves.
Fueling war was one of the methods, yes. But it was controlled. Until suddenly it wasn't. And then I didn't like what we were doing anymore.
Malaga. So you were after us?
Not you, your bloodline. People like Leonidas, like you, have always posed a threat. Then we met and you surprised me. You were nothing like Demos.
Why not just use me? I was in the palm of your hand.
You made me optimistic that you could help me bring down the cult that had become so corrupt. And you did, albeit unknowingly.
You're all the same. Selfish and fucking destructive.
It was different in the beginning. It wasn't about destruction. It was about redirection.
I just don't understand. What about this pyramid? How does it work? Why does the cult have it?
I've been trying to figure out all of that myself. It's as much of a mystery to you as it is to me. This pyramid has been worshipped by the cult for decades, and we have used it to replace the Oracle of Delphi, the most trusted person in all the Greek world. Using the people's reliance on a pantheon of dead gods would help to reshape humanity in our favor. The pyramid holds a mysterious power to see into time, but only certain people can activate it. People like Demos, and the ones in your bloodline.
But you've seen something too.
I don't know how or why, but it did show me something.
What did you see?
I saw you. In the vision, you destroyed the pyramid and you destroyed the cult. I saw what would come after.
After the cult?
We will be replaced by a new kind of order. Control under the reign of a philosopher king. There would be a movement away from the old gods towards rational society, built in a kingdom by the people, for the people. And I must find someone to lead them. But I couldn't achieve any of this with the cult and their chaotic regime. So I let them carry out their plans, and let the time of the cult of Kosmos come to an end on its own.
Wait. Did Pericles know?
I wanted to protect him, so I kept him in the dark. He would have had his own opinions, but he was never supposed to die. That is the truth.
He trusted you, and in the end you didn't protect him. Maybe he would be alive if you'd stopped them.
Gods know I would have if I could. When Demos killed him, I knew the original cause was lost. I had to retreat.
So, what happens now?
We shift focus. We steer towards a new republic under one supreme rule. A dream I'll make a reality.
But it is still a dream. One that isn't realistic.
Abandon what you know and just imagine. Forget democracy. No more blue and red. Just citizens working for a greater good.
This is crazy. It won't work, Aspasia. It didn't work.
It's not crazy. It's enlightened. Once people in Athens get wind of this, they'll come to know they've wanted it all along. Even you.
I'm not sure.
You've spent your whole life thinking for yourself. Let go. What I plan will require you to trust me. Come with me. This future's not a dream.
So, just in case you're not absolutely clear, Aspasia founded the Cult of Kosmos, started wars that led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. And when it all went wrong, oh, it wasn't her fault. Let's try again. This time it'll work. Honest. Yeah, seems legit.
You should go. Lead your new republic.
I won't be the leader. We need someone with the knowledge of a philosopher and the wisdom of a king.
That's a tall order these days.
I couldn't have done this without you, Cassandra. You're doing the right thing.
I always try to do what's right.
Then we're after the same thing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm letting her go. I mean, she seems nice enough. What could possibly go wrong? Again.
Cassandra, there is much left to do now.
But this time she's going to be doing it without anybody being corrupted by this artifact.
Cassandra! A storm is coming.
I can weather any storm.
And even though I let her go, I still got her loot. And that is the final piece of the Demigod set. And the Cult of Kosmos storyline complete. Hang on, Jingles. You let her go? Well, I did this time around, but don't forget, I've played through this game twice now. So while it may appear that I've allowed Aspasia to go and continue her plan without the benefit of the damn good stabbing that she so richly deserves, the second time around, not so much.
I can't let you do this. You've caused so much damage. You destroyed the Greek world.
You've proven you have no understanding of what we're doing. I misjudged you.
So did I.
Yeah, I'm happy to disappoint you. Now stand still and take your stabbing like a man. Or, you know, a woman. Whatever. Whichever choice you make, it doesn't have any real effect on the outcome. Aspasia is defeated, and you get to make off with her stuff. Which is, let's face it, what really matters. Although personally, it was a lot more satisfying to give her a damn good stabbing. And that is the conclusion of the Cult of Kosmos storyline in Far Cry 6 Greek Wildlands. But we're not quite done yet. There's still one thread that needs tying up. There are still two mythical creatures out there in the world somewhere that contain the artifacts needed to finally seal off Atlantis from prying eyes. And at the conclusion of that, we're going to be pretty much done with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So that's what you can expect in the next and final episode. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.